What's up, you guys?
Hey guys, we're back.
Welcome back to another episode.
Yes.
What have we been up to? I don't know.
I feel like a lot and nothing. We've been doing a lot and nothing at the same time.
I don't know about nothing in my case. You can speak for yourself. I don't know what you mean about nothing. I wish I was doing nothing. No, I have been on the go. I just went to Fashion Week.
You did.
I was
Your
in New York.
pictures look so good.
Oh, thank you.
I loved the princess dress. When I saw it, I was like, wow.
No, that was a moment. That was a moment for sure. And like doing the Cosmo Middle East thing was like a dream come true.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? I really feel like correct me if I'm wrong, but I really feel like that was the first opportunity I've ever gotten in my career from being Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like I feel like other creators, for example, like I see some creators doing deals for like Latin Heritage Month or, something like that. I feel like this was like the first thing that I got from
the Middle
truly
East.
being Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this for like 12, 13, 14 years. 14 years? No, 13 years. But I'm just like, this is like the first, like kind of getting recognized for that.
That's amazing.
Really beautiful.
I feel like Middle Eastern is not crazy recognized in the US. I feel like it's more recognized in like Dubai and like places like that, no?
I feel like when we first started, it wasn't as popularized, but now I feel like it's gaining popularity, especially with Love Island. Like a main character of Love Island is like Persian. I feel like Leah really put it like kind of on the map.
Yes, I feel like on TV, yes, but there is so many brands that I had no idea were Persian or Middle Eastern, and they are.
Kosas.
Cult Gaia. I had no idea.
Huda Beauty.
Huda Beauty, Naked Wardrobe.
Yeah, Naked Wardrobe. Meshki is Persian.
Meshki, Lily Lashes.
Like Hairdaman.
There are so many that I had no idea, especially Kosas. I had no idea.
Yeah, I saw the like owner's name. Her last name ends in Zadeh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's like us.
So yeah.
If you guys didn't know, our full last name is Kaveri Zadeh.
Yeah.
So it's like Zadeh's at the end.
So
Zadeh
when you guys
means
see
born.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Zadeh means born.
So like when you guys see Zadeh at the end of a name, like it's
That's
Persian. Just like if you see Eon at the end of a name, they're Armenian. Just like Kardashian. Like Eon is like they're Armenian.
So when you guys see Zadeh, it means like born from that.
Yeah. So yeah, I went to New York, but before that, like I literally feel like I was on the go. I went to Cancun for the twins' birthday. Then I went to Vegas for that little thing with the Venetian.
Yeah.
Then New York, and then I came back, and one of Kayvon's friends from school, they had a birthday trip to San Diego, which is like 2 hours away, to Legoland. So then it was like one day back, Legoland. And then I had a brand trip.
Oh my gosh, you've been on the go.
It was like an overnight thing in Santa Barbara.
Oh, wow.
So like they sent a car. We went to Santa Barbara. It was beautiful.
I've never been to Santa Barbara.
It was beautiful.
You think
and
so?
the hotel we stayed at is like iconic. It's called the Rosewood Miramar. It's so bougie, so classy. You would love it.
So do you think it's like nicer than San Diego? Is it like similar?
I've never really explored San Diego. I've only been once, and I didn't really get a full.
I feel like San Diego, I mean, you're saying that you haven't been, but it's similar to Miami, but I would say a more upscale version of Miami. I love San Diego. I think it's a very beautiful city. I think I've been there like maybe 2 or 3 times.
I need to like really explore California because I feel like I haven't really seen a lot of it.
California is huge.
So I feel like I need to like spend more time.
Yeah.
Oh, and then to start out New York, 2 days before Fashion Week, I went on a brand trip with Too Faced.
Oh yeah, you did.
I feel like I got like all these brand trips like at once.
Yeah.
So it was like super fun.
What area did you stay?
Our hotel, we actually worked with the Moxie Hotel.
Oh yeah, I saw them.
So yeah, we stayed at the Moxie Lower East Side. It was like in the perfect area close to Soho. Oh, nice. So yeah, we worked with them and they were just like so nice and took care of us. And then there's a restaurant in the basement called Sake no Hana or whatever. Mel and I had no idea it was owned by Tao Group.
Wow.
Like we went, it was so good. I'm so dead. Mel ordered the chicken dish and it got served, I kid you not, like the chicken foot, like the foot.
No.
And then because it was a chicken leg, so the foot was on it and then the like chicken.
Oh my God. How did Mel react? Because he's so picky?
He still ate it.
Really?
It's still good. But yeah, it's
Dang,
like the foot
job,
is looking at
Mel.
you like
Oh my God.
I just love New York.
Yeah, I do really like
You know, guys, when we're in New York, you can catch me at Pergola. Okay, remember that one that I sent you?
What?
This one girl, she's so funny. She was like, it was basically a skit. Like her man wasn't texting her back and she was like in the back of an Uber.
Oh, I saw
and she
that.
goes, matter of fact, driver, take me to Pergola. I'm like, literally, Pergola. I feel like Pergola, New York is like, that's where the hoes are. I feel like it's the live of Miami. Like live to Miami is Pergola to New York.
Yes.
But it's like a hookah like bar.
Yeah, I know.
Like we love hookah. Like you just, Mel and I would just like sit, drink our tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. And then I feel like as an audience, you look at that and she's like, oh, she's on vacation in New York. Like that is not a vacation.
Yeah.
Like I think people forget like, like, this is work. You know, Mel and I, like Mel was running all over the city to like grab a dress for me. Like for the show, we had to literally go like across the city, grab the dress.
It's not the same.
Hair and makeup. Like if the event starts at 5, you're getting ready at like 1.
Yes.
To get there at 5.
And also take content.
The content is like a whole other ball game, making sure you're getting good content and all that. But yeah, I was exhausted by the end of it. Like I was like, I need sleep. Like
I feel you.
It was a lot, but it was so much fun. I'm so grateful for all of it. But yeah,
it looked really fun. You look
Thank you.
super beautiful. By the way, you smell amazing. I wanted to ask you what that is.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I've been working on it because like, you know, when someone just like walks by you and you can like smell their fragrance.
Yes. I aspire to be that.
Me too. I feel like I'm not that. So I needed to like step up.
Well, today you are.
Really? Thank you. You know what? I needed to step up my perfume game. And I feel like you don't use enough when that happens. Like I look at the girls on Instagram and like TikTok who do fragrance videos, like they douse themselves.
Yeah,
so I've been dousing myself.
I have seen that you have to put it on pressure points, like your hands. I didn't know that. Like especially I used to put it like on my wrist and like you're
Crush
not supposed to
I
do
heard
that.
too.
You're supposed to tap, tap, tap. I was
tap.
like, what?
Yeah.
And like behind your ear, I've heard like your knees, by your knees. It's just like these little points that you put perfume on.
Yeah. And I think you asked me which one I'm using.
Yes.
It's Christian Siriano. It's actually my scent bird.
Really?
Wait, I have it with me. Brittany, can you grab me my purse, please?
It's an organized mess, just like your life. I really like your bag too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. But yeah, this is the fragrance. It's actually my scent bird. Wow. You have scent bird too.
Yeah, I do.
But yeah, I love
didn't see this one.
I love that you can like keep it like on the go, take it on the go in your purse, in your backpack.
I traveled with mine.
Yeah, I took that one to Fashion Week. I took it on like my little brand trips. It smells so good. So yeah, this fragrance is like kind of woody and fruity. Do you smell it in there? It's like bergamot, pink pepper, sandalwood. Do you like sandalwood?
I actually really do.
Yeah, me too.
I like those smells.
Me too.
I like the sexy. It smells very sexy and sophisticated, but then it has like the floral, which makes it very feminine too. So I love the. I'm keeping this one. It's mine now.
Wait, which scent did you bring from Scentbird?
I brought 2 with me. Should I go grab it?
Yeah, go get them.
Okay,
let's see them. I like your colors.
Thank you.
Oh my god, with my pink one, it gives Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. Yes.
Literally, look.
How cute is this?
Literally
Guys,
Powerpuff
look,
Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
So the ones that I got the Ariana Grande perfume Cloud. Have you tried that one?
I've been wanting to smell that one.
Me too. And I didn't know if I wanted to commit to a whole bottle. Like I would always see it. By the way, you guys, I'm such a perfume girl. So anytime I like pass a perfume like aisle, I'm always like looking through them. And I always see the Ariana Grande one. And you know how you just don't want to commit to a full bottle? So when I saw this on Scentbird, I'm like, this is amazing. I can try it out for a little bit. I actually really like it. So it has vanilla.
I do like that.
Sensual musk, a little bit of coconut, pear, and praline. It's like this sweet, musky.
I smell the lavender, yeah. Mm-hmm. It smells
I really
clean.
like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's very, very clean. And then I really love the Burberry blush too. Do you want to smell that one? You said you wanted to.
Which one was this one again?
That one's the Burberry blush. Smell it first. I want your genuine reaction.
I'll do it on this side so I can not layer.
I like that one a lot too.
Oh my god.
It smells so good.
Wait, what are the notes on this one?
There's rose, lemon. It has a little fruity vibe to it. Do you
fruity.
smell?
Like a sophisticated fruity.
There's like a nice pomegranate.
I smell the pomegranate.
Green apple.
No, it smells so
really
good.
nice.
You know what? My second one is actually fruity floral as well.
Let me see.
This one's Ormond Jane. That's the thing with Scentbird. I feel like they really put me on to like different brands that I haven't heard of. Like Christian Siriano, I haven't tried. Ormond Jane. But this one has like lime, plum. I think it was like magnolia as well. So it's like a nice mix of like
Does it kind of
fruity.
smell like the Burberry one?
It's actually different. It's crazy that it's like similar, like in the undertones, but here.
Let me smell.
This one's very like sophisticated and clean. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know how to describe it. Just like, I'm so bad at describing scents. You're better at it. You're the expert. You tell us. How would you describe this? It gives sophisticated. Like I think of like an elegant lady.
It smells like an elegant, expensive like mansion.
This perfume, I looked up the like price for the full bottle. It's really expensive.
Really?
Like,
the minute I smelled it, I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
Smells like
it's giving. This is how much I paid for it.
You guys can think of like a sexy penthouse in the middle of the city, overlooking the whole city, and you're just this rich,
like drinking
woman,
your espresso martini after a long day.
Or your Cosmo. That's
the
literally
Cosmo.
In your like long robe
yes.
with the fur. Mm-hmm. This is the scent that you would wear. By the way, the packaging is so cute.
I love it.
And I love how like you can close it, like traveling with it was so nice.
Yeah, I took it with me everywhere.
I always have a problem with traveling with perfumes because I'm like, what if it breaks?
Yeah.
What if the cap comes off and it like sprays all over?
Because you can lock it.
This is perfect. You just lock it.
Yeah, you can lock it. And I feel like they give you a lot.
I know.
Like it's not like a little sample size. Yeah, let me show you guys. But yeah, they like a lot comes in it. And I just love that, like I said, like it just kind of put me on to like new brands and like you can just try.
I know.
Like something new.
Yeah.
Like look how much comes in a...
The same way, like I didn't want to commit to a whole entire bottle of perfume. You can just take this and try it on yourself because perfume smells different on different people.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So I could smell it on you and be like, this is wonderful, buy it and not like it on myself. Mm-hmm. So I think it's really nice to have it for a while and test it. I actually used to do that when I would go and really like a perfume. I would get a tester and wear it for like a while to see
how it reacts
to
your,
reacts
body.
To me, if I like it, and then I would like commit.
You guys definitely should try out Scentbird if you haven't already. And guys, they hooked it up with such a good code for you guys. You guys can actually use our code SISSAID. Isn't that so cute?
So cute.
I love it. SISSAID for 55% off. That's literally over half off. So you guys can get the product for literally $8.
So if you guys want to try Scentbird for yourself, use our code SISSAID for 55% off. Link will be in the description box.
I'm seriously so obsessed with that code.
Mm-hmm. Sis said. That could be our little like, we don't have to say what my sis said, just be like, sis said.
No, you know what? I literally say the name of our podcast with pride because I love it so much. Like somebody asked me, I said, I have a podcast. They were like, oh, what's it called? And I said, what my sis said. They were like, that is such a good name.
I know.
I was like,
you guys, when we were trying to come up with the name for this podcast, we had so many ideas and we were trying to think like of all of these extremes. And then we're just like, it's what my sis said.
Give me some credit where it's due, sister.
Yes, NAZ came up with it.
I was waiting for her to say, me and needed my attention. I was like, but at first it was like, I don't even know how I came about it, but
yeah,
I literally, this is like my greatest achievement in life. You see this right here? This
Yo, that sign carried us through. I'm telling you, when push comes to shove, it's just this sign.
Like the logo.
I know.
Oh, beautiful.
It's so perfect.
Anyways, let's get back on the topic.
Yes.
Should we talk some more about, like, I love New York. New York is a vibe.
I know, I want to go.
You should live there for a little bit.
You think so?
If I always tell my friends who are like single, no kids, I'm like, I would be 6 months in New York, 6 months in Miami, 6 months in Dallas.
Yes, I do agree with you, but I feel like New York is too fast paced for me to live. You know me, I love the slow pace of living.
Yeah.
That's why I think Miami is so perfect because it's like a slower, warmer New York. It's because I love the city life. I'm a city girl, child. Just kidding. No, but I am. I was like, I grew up in the city. So, I mean, not Ohio, obviously, but like I was born in the city and stuff like that. So it just like reminds me of my childhood more, I guess you would say.
I do love the walkability. Like I feel like if I lived in New York,
I know,
I would be this big.
I know. I do really love that. But I was thinking about it as a girl, if you're wearing heels, like what do? Take a taxi or an Uber?
Yeah, like that's kind of what girls do. Like they save the Ubers for when it's time to wear heels and go out at night. Like errands during the day, you walk, take the train. The train is actually, I see a lot of single women on the train. Like really? I feel like it didn't look like scary.
I know. I remember the last time we went, remember there was a lady with her Birkin?
Yeah, like I feel like
on the
there is
thing?
just like you see like businessmen on the train. Like
Yeah. It's such a, I don't know. It would just be such a different experience. I don't think I could do it on my own. Like, you know how I just moved to Miami literally by myself? I don't think I could do that in New York. It's too fast paced and it's too different.
I can't drive in New York.
Oh no.
Drivers there are a different breed. Like,
well, Miami drivers are a different breed.
at least your streets aren't this big. Like I see trucks driving down streets this big. I'm like, I don't even fit on this street. And a truck is like parallel parking on it. Like it's like a different level.
I don't know what. I would have to literally like live in the city and just, I don't even think I could take the subway by myself. You could.
I don't know. Like
I feel like I would get lost. You know how I am with directions.
But it's on the navigation. Your phone will literally tell you, like, get on this train, 6 stops.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Mel biked when he went places by himself, he biked. Literally, he even got hit by a car door. Like, you know how there's the bike lane?
Where did he get a bike?
Like, you know the city bikes? So you just swipe your card and you get, like, a bike?
Wow.
He biked.
That's amazing.
Like, he's like a real city boy.
Dang, I don't know if I could bike and do all of that.
I know. He's a guy. He doesn't have to worry about his hair and his makeup.
It's so nice being a guy. Sometimes I just think about being a guy.
If I were a boy.
Right.
Even
like, just for a day. We're going to win a Grammy for this one.
Literally. We should do covers of songs.
Right.
At this point.
Oh my gosh. Just thinking about it. Like, we have to do makeup, hair, nails, lashes, brows, you name it. And guys, it's like, get their haircut once a week.
Not even.
If that.
Literally.
Once a month.
Yeah, but New York was a vibe. It was fun. I was excited to come home, but I'm still like not back into routine at all. Cause like, it's just been like, there's just been a lot of fast pace. Like, there's just not enough time. Like literally that's my one wish in life is for there to be more time.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like
I
it
wish
just goes by so fast.
I wish too.
Oh, I got French tip toes.
I don't think I've ever seen you with French tip. That looks really good on you.
It looks good, huh?
Yeah, why don't you do it?
Pics? I don't know. Like I have longer toes, so I was like, I don't want them to look like fingers. They look like fingers?
No. They're
You're
cute.
lying.
No, they don't.
Do they look like fingers?
No. No, they're really cute.
Thanks, sis.
I actually really like French on your feet. I know you didn't for a while. That's all I get on my feet. Really? Should I take my shoes off and we look at my feet?
Yasmin literally takes any opportunity to get her toes out. She loves her feet. Like
I do. Every morning I wake up, I'm like, hi, toes.
Oh my God. You know what we're talking about today? Like our dad has really nice toes.
Oh my gosh, I know. Okay, so by the way, Mama and Baba are in Hawaii right now.
Yes.
And they're sending us pictures and Baba has his toes out and we literally zoomed. We're like, Baba's feet are so nice.
Cute. I was like
they're perfectly like,
I just feel like Baba, like you wouldn't look at him and assume he had nice feet. Like he keeps his toenails are like really clean and like Yasmin inherited Baba's perfect feet.
Probably, yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. Like the men be loving my toes on Snapchat.
You have really nice feet. I
don't know
who
for a tall girl. I have because the guy I talked to. Okay, so my second toe is longer. I feel like a lot of people like listening might have a second longer toe too, and like a guy I was talking to like. Was like, why is your why is your toe so long? Who said that? The loser with the same one that yelled at me to give him $2.
Oh, he's all types of
I know. I'm like, you're yelling at me to give you $2 and you're gonna make fun of my toes?
Oh my God. He was
because I know your best friend
that man was fighting demons, let me tell you. Okay. Don't take anything he says to heart.
I told Yasmin about it and she got so angry. She's like,
because if somebody's gonna say that to you, you would think that your toe is like like
the chicken foot.
Not just that, like super long. You know what I'm saying? But no.
It's like a little long.
Like it's not even a millimeter.
Leave my toes alone. Okay, and I was a ballet dancer growing up. I think I should thank heavens.
Okay, so what I'm trying to explain is that girls that are taller, the feet are a little bit bigger because it's just like proportionate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I am on the shorter side, so that's why I have smaller feet. But that's what I didn't mean like for a tall girl. I think there's tall girls with beautiful, beautiful feet, including you.
Thank you, sister.
I'm just saying that typically things are proportional.
Would you ever sell feet pics?
Would I sell feet? I don't think my feet are photogenic. I think my feet are so much better in person.
You know what? I always joke that Mel has a foot fetish because he does like pretty feet. Mm-hmm. But no, like
a lot of guys do.
They do. Even mama told me that. She was like in Farsi, marda pa dost daran. That means in Farsi, like men like
I know
feet.
men do really love feet.
Literally. I'm like, mama was telling me that. I'm like, if mama says it, then you know. Like,
I
men
wonder
like
why.
feet. But like true foot fetishers, like, it's like a different level.
No, I know. It would be like a girl opening like a soda can
With her toe.
with her toe, and it's like, oh my, or like the. It's not just like a foot picture.
No, they
it's
want like scrunched.
like scrunched and like doing acrobatics with your toes. Like that's what they want.
Like, like they want like a woman to like walk on their feet, walk on their face and stuff. Like
that's crazy.
I mean,
you know, I feel like a lot of guys have really nice feet. We just don't know. I remember I was dating this one guy and he would like never take his socks off, and I'm automatically like, he probably has some really bad feet or something and he doesn't want to show them. But no, when he took his socks off, I'm like, you have really cute feet. They were like soft and everything. I'm like,
that was Mel too.
Yeah.
He was so uncomfortable taking off his socks in front of me.
A lot of guys just don't like taking their socks off. And I automatically assume, I'm like, his feet must be hit. But no, they were nice.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
I feel like I strategically only buy open toes shoes.
Like Mel told me, like, because I used to like cut my feet off in pictures, and he's like, the feet make the photo.
I feel like I would rather have my head cut off in pictures than my feet. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not that. I'm really over exaggerating right now, just like for this podcast. I do really love my feet, but somebody that like doesn't even know me probably that's like watching this podcast is like, this girl is psychotic.
You know, speaking of Mama and Baba in Hawaii, that was like my little anniversary gift to them for like their 40th birthday. And I wanted to put on the screen. This is for people who are watching. I want them to see some of their wholesome pictures they've been sending us.
So wholesome, you guys.
They've been sending the cutest photos. Like, they're so happy.
Yeah.
They're so happy.
I love seeing like wholesome couples.
Yeah. And guys, they've been really coming through. Like, you guys know, we've been traveling a lot. Like, I feel like Mama and Baba have been helping us so much. Like with the twins and just like being able to even give like Mel and I the opportunity to like even travel. So I was like, I really want to show them like gratitude because they deserve like.
You guys, if you're fortunate enough that your mom, you still have your mom and dad, like get up right now and tell them you love them, because like sometimes we take like parents and family for granted, but like, you know, they're very, very important.
They are. And you know, like 40 years
married.
Their 40th anniversary, you guys. I need to ask them. I put it in the notes of the hotel, like it's their 40th anniversary. I wonder if they did anything special. I feel like they would have told us.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Like I was expecting them, not that like Mama drinks, but I was like, I wish there was a champagne
No,
bottle.
Mom loves the snackies.
Yeah, like rose petals.
Yeah, Mom
come on.
Really does love. That's where I get it from. Mama really likes like the little
Mom does, like she likes little snackies
or like if they leave like little like chocolates and stuff in your room. I don't know, even though it's like one piece of chocolate, it means the world to me.
Yeah.
You know, like when I see it in a hotel room, I'm like, ooh.
I know, but they're having a good time. I'm trying to convince them. So there's this woman who does caricatures in Waikiki and she goes viral because she be drawing you to filth. Like I'd be scared to sit in her chair.
What do you mean?
We should go just to do this to see how they would draw us. Hold on, wait, look.
Have you ever had a caricature?
I have when I was younger, so I feel like they didn't go as hard on me as they should have. Oh, here, okay, look how she draws people. Like she,
oh my god,
like she'll make like people were like they need to put a therapist across the street from her.
Oh no,
she's hilarious though.
She's talented, very talented, but like oh my god,
no, look, they get.
You have
reaction.
To be secure. You need to be.
I sent it to Mama and she's like, I'll do it. I was gonna like DM her to be like, can you record it and I can post it. But yeah, her name is Caricature Party and she's in Waikiki, Hawaii. So I'm like, I'm really trying. If you see Mama and Baba do it, she'd probably draw Baba's mustache like to here.
Yeah.
His nose.
The thing is, I've seen Baba without a mustache and he looks so much better with one. Have you seen Baba? Like, I don't like, even Mama doesn't like it. Mama's like, you're sleeping on the couch.
I know,
if you take off your mustache. Get rid of it.
I like Baba's Hulk Hogan vibe he's been doing lately.
Baba looks really good in facial hair.
I know. Mama got married at 17.
That's so beautiful.
She got married at 17 and Baba was 23.
And they lasted this long.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. And they've seen so much life together.
I know.
I
don't feel like they remember life without each other. Do you think they do?
How could you? At 17, like Mama was a baby.
I know. You don't really find that a lot nowadays anymore.
Realistically, back in the day, like again, that was like normalized. Like women were just supposed to get married and have kids. Like it wasn't like go to school, get a job.
I feel like at that age, it was just like women were too young to understand like getting whole married and everything. They just kind of did it because it was expected of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they trusted their family to, because usually the man would ask the family for the daughter's hand in marriage. Like the woman didn't, I mean, they had a say. They could say, I don't want to marry this person, but you're just so young at that point and you're just like, okay, I mean, if my family says to do it, you know?
You know, I have such a soft spot for Mama because again, I feel like she didn't, even Mama like says like, I didn't really experience much. Like remember when we asked her what she wanted to do for her birthday? And she's like, I want to go to Disney and eat pizza. Cause she's like, I never got to do that. Like she never got to be like a kid, like, you know? Yeah. And that like broke my heart. And I feel like a lot of girls, like we look at our moms, like Mom always said her dream was like to be a doctor. Like, you know, it's not like kind of like heartbreaking, like in a way. Yeah, it is. Like for women, like you just think about how things used to be. Yeah.
I think that's why now in this generation, a lot of women want to go for their careers and their dreams because we didn't really have that option back in the day.
Mama has always, both of our parents have always instilled in us, like always have your own. Yeah. Mama always said that. She's like, always like get your, Mama was really big, like get your education, like have something
Mama
for
was huge on education. Yeah. Did I ever share the story of like when I first got my first B in America? I did. Yeah. On the podcast? Yeah. Oh.
She got all upset about the B.
Yeah. And it was so crazy. The teacher was like, your daughter got a B. That's good.
In America, like that's great. Like,
yeah, like that's great. That Mom was like, no, my daughter needs to get A's. Yeah. Yeah. So Mama and Baba, but mostly Mama was very like, your education is number one. Mama's dream was always to be a doctor. I know. She's like, when I go into hospitals, I'm just so.
I know. I'm like,
like my worst. I do not like hospitals. I worked in a hospital before, and I'm just like, it's too like it really wears really heavy on me. I can't do it.
Same with Baba. Yeah. He like barely could be in the hospital when I was giving birth to the twins. Yeah. Like he had to like walk out.
Baba just doesn't like, he doesn't even like needles. He doesn't like medicine. He's very like.
Yeah. He went to go become a dentist.
He's very holistic. No, I think he did dentistry because it was just a very good career at that time. And he was just, you know, like trying to do the best that he can. But yeah, Baba has never been like, if we get sick, it's never take this medicine. It's like, let's do vitamin C. Let's do vitamins. Yeah. You know?
You know, I'll never forget when I got my first breast reduction at 19. Like it was like my breast reduction, remember? Yeah. The restaurant was still open back then. And we had like security cameras inside. So, you know, Baba is very sensitive to like surgery, us being in pain. Like
you know, when I did my ACL knee surgery, like that is the last memory I have before knocking into anesthesia was seeing Baba cry.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see before you go on.
No, Baba was literally like crying and I'm like, no, Baba. I know. And then we're taking me into it. I got, by the way, you guys, my ACL was torn when I was playing tennis. So I had to get ACL reconstruction like surgery. And that is my last memory before they knocked me out was Baba crying. I'm like, oh my God.
No, that's what I was going to say. Like right before my surgery, my mama opens up, because she was with me, opens up the security app on her phone. And this is literally Baba sitting at one of the tables. Okay, ready? No. Literally, you guys is slapping his little bald head. You can like hear an echo on the damn security. And I'm like, it's a breast reduction, Baba, not open heart surgery.
It's crazy because Mama handles situations like that so much better than Baba. Baba tears him apart.
Baba's very emotional. Yeah. Very emotional.
Baba's a very emotional guy. Yeah. For sure. How do you think that is for you, like marrying a bit younger, on the younger scale?
You know, I always get that question. And honestly, first of all, I want to preface this by saying it's so hard for me to talk about like relationship stuff on this podcast because I feel like I can't talk freely. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because like anything I could say and I could be speaking in complete like general,
Yeah.
people are gonna go and like think I'm like talking about my husband.
Yeah.
Like I've seen some comments like that, like Nas just bashes Mel when I'm like talking about men in general.
Yeah.
Or like it just really sucks. I feel like I can't, like for you example, you can share like dating stories, but like no one can like pinpoint it to like one person. But it's like Mel has his own presence online, and
I feel like a lot of our viewers should understand that sometimes when Nas speaks about relationships, she's talking about like a general statement about dating or marriage. Not, if she wanted to talk about Mel, she would say, my husband this, my husband that. This is how I feel about my husband. But I think sometimes it's just like a general statement. It's almost like, you know, when you just throw up a meme or like a quote and people think that it's something you're going through.
like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like you're throwing shade or something?
Yeah, but sometimes it's just a quote that you like agree with or an observation that you see and it's very general. I feel like sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you do talk, I don't relate it to Mel. I'm just like,
I know,
this
literally,
is just her view.
even me, I'm just like Mel, poor Mel will get like DMs after an episode, like
Yeah.
going off on him.
Yeah.
Like for example, I hate to bring it up again, but in a previous episode, we talked about, like I said, like, I don't mind if a man watches porn. Mel's DMs were poor guy doesn't even like like I'm just saying in general, like that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
They were like going off on Mel, and Mel was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like what did I do?
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all, I'm just talking in general. Like just don't take what I'm saying and like relate it back to my life and then go to Mel and be like, your wife hates you. Like I'm just talking. Like, let me talk freely. That's the whole point of this podcast. And if y'all are going to be Debbie Downers and go snitch on me every 5 seconds, then I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah,
like, I'm just not going to talk.
That's the thing.
Don't suck the fun out of it, y'all.
Yeah, I feel like that's what happens sometimes when people do open up. And it's like, if you get shunned, you don't want to open up again. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this podcast, we're really not talking about anybody specific. A lot of times it's just, I mean, I speak from my own experiences and my own views, but it's never really like about someone specific unless I give a specific story.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be like this one time, but my general statements are just general statements sometimes.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's not even like situations that I went through. It's just maybe I saw it in a friend. Maybe I saw, you know, a dynamic like
or it
on
could
social
be my
media.
It can be my different personality for the day. I don't know about you. But like sometimes I'm like, depends on what mood. Depends on what mood I'm in when you ask me.
Oh my God. That's so true.
But no, like transparently, I don't want to romanticize it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like people can easily look at my social media and it honestly like kind of like kills me to think that some girls could be looking at me and be like, well, Nas got married young and Nas had kids young. I'm gonna do the same thing. Because like I don't recommend it per se for the majority of people, but that's not talking about my situation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I think people got to take my age out of it and look at me like where I was in life.
I feel like also with you, you are very blessed that your hobby and something that made you an income you got at such an early time in your life where you could do those things. But for a lot of people, that's not reality, you know? They don't get into their careers until like mid-20s.
Or even like early 30s.
Early 30s. Yeah. And you had your career at 14, you know? So it almost kind of caused you to mature and grow up very, very early in life, you know?
So yeah, I mean, I definitely like feel that way. I feel like, or even me having a baby at 21, it's like, I wasn't like the average 21-year-old.
Yeah.
I think the average 21-year-old having a baby, it's like, it's a big like shift in your life. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it or if it's not right for everybody, but I'm saying for the majority, like for me, I look back on it, it's like I had my career, I was married, I am married, I had a home, like there was some stability there.
That's stability, definitely,
yes,
for sure. And I feel that what you need when you want to have kids is definitely stability and structure.
Yeah.
Because I think if life is chaos and you don't even have yourself, you can't have another, like you can't take care of another person if you're unable to fully take care of yourself.
Yeah. And sometimes I feel like getting pregnant for a lot of people, it's a wake-up call. And it kind of forces them to get their life together.
Yeah.
So I do kind of like see both sides, but
I do feel that especially as women, a lot of women feel that a baby is kind of like a Band-Aid for a bad relationship or that it will help a relationship or the man is going to wake up and suddenly take care of the, things that she wishes that were taken care of. And that's really not the reality. Like if the relationship is going downhill, then a baby is not going to force it to go uphill. It might go down even further,
A baby isn't a Band-Aid. It's a broom that sweeps up everything that you're trying to cover up. I would not recommend a baby. I feel like that makes a lot of women think like he's going to stay.
No, it doesn't. See, like in this situation, it's like, it's things that I've seen. I've seen so many situations from like even friends, like 9.5 times out of 10, it does not heal or fix a relationship at all. And it's just going to be an even bigger burden on the woman, because now it's like, you're basically a single mom. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that a baby needs structure and needs a mother and a father present for the best health of the baby, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, in every way. A baby needs two present people, I feel, to be the healthiest version of themselves. So for somebody, I've seen a lot of times, women saying like, oh, I can do it on my own. You can do the best that you can, but I don't think it's optimal.
Like just because you can do it alone doesn't mean
it's the best option. But that's like really my opinion. I don't know. From what I've seen, a lot of women that do take all of that for themselves, like take on all that responsibility for themselves, it's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot. Like there's a reason it takes two people to create one human, Like if we were meant to do it alone, two people, it wouldn't take two people to create one. We could just go impregnate ourselves if we think we're ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why, like for me, for example, I never saw myself getting married young. Yeah. Even when I was dating when I was younger, it was never like, I want to meet my husband. Like when I was younger, I was more like, I want to live life. I want to experience life. I want to have fun. So the guys that I was dating, I wasn't even like, it didn't even cross my mind, like marriage, kids, husband, like that never even crossed my mind because I knew that I really wouldn't be mentally ready for that until a little bit older.
Yeah.
That's always how I thought. Like even now, like I'm going to be honest with you. Like I don't think I'm ready for that type of like responsibility.
It's a lot.
It's like a lot.
Like I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Again, I just don't think it should be things that are like romanticized because like I feel like a lot of people aren't going to show you the hard parts.
That's the thing.
They're not. And then when you do share the hard parts, people will go in the comments and say all these things about you. So a lot of people just won't even share it out of fear. And I'm not saying it's not a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It has a lot of reward, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
Like people need to realize it's
I do
not
believe
easy.
It's a beautiful, listen.
Not marriage. It's hard. Like when you're dealing with somebody else's emotions, regardless, in friendships, in business, whatever, it's going to be a challenge at the end of the day. And for me, I think that's also something else I mentioned to people when they asked me about like getting married young. I'm like, I truly feel like Mel and I, like, we're a match. Like, how do I say this? Like if I was with a man, like I get messages all the time, like you go on girls trips, like girls night and all this.
She needs that, guys.
First of all, I deserve them.
Yeah.
First of all. Second of all, I'm 25. What? I'm going to be over the hill at 25. Let me just go bury my grave right now. Like I feel like I'm still allowed to enjoy life with a partner. Like I don't see why it's made to be like a death sentence. And some marriages are like that. Yeah. If I married a man that was like, you can't do this, you can't go out with your girlfriends, he isolated me from my family, from my friends, didn't allow me to work, all that stuff, I'd be miserable. Yeah. But like, I love that I have a partner. Again, this is for me. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about your auntie. I'm not talking about your sister. For me, I like that a man that gives me freedom. Yeah. And again, a lot of people might look at it and be like, I don't like the boundaries they have in their relationship and this, that, and the third. And that's okay. It's my marriage. It's my relationship. Yeah. But I think it's also, I hate to bring in zodiac, but like Mel and I are both Sagittarius moons. Not moons, Sagittarius Venus. And Venus, your Venus sign, is how you like to be loved. And Sagittarius Venuses need freedom. Yeah. So we're both kind of on that same wavelength. Yeah. Like when we feel like we're being smothered, or if I was like, if a man was like literally up my ass, like I would lose my mind.
Yeah.
I would not survive that marriage.
Yeah.
I'd be miserable. I'd be on here like, do not get married. It is miserable.
Yeah.
But I feel like Mel, like he also prioritizes my well-being. He's like, go see your sister in Miami. Go do this. Go do that. Like you deserve it. You work hard. Yeah. And I give him the same as well. Even though.
What? What?
Wait, you know that one TikTok audio? Come to find out, everybody ate. No, but even though this can be a whole, we can make it a segment in this podcast. I do think there's a difference between girls' trips and guys' trips. I'm going to say that.
I agree. Yes.
I think there's a huge difference.
Listen, I feel like guys don't go on trips and want to stare at each other's face and hold each other's hands. And I don't know, like, I do agree. I feel like guys and girls trips are completely different.
I just think guys nights and girls nights are completely different. But again, it comes down to trust in your partner. But I truly feel like the difference between men and women, like female friendships, like we fill each other's cups.
Yeah.
Like the way my girlfriends pour into me and I pour into them, like when we sit and we talk with each other, we like look into each other's eyes. We like, we unpack, we unwind all this. Like men on the other hand, I'll be like, for example, like Mel doesn't even know what his college roommate, who's one of his really good friends, studied in college.
Yeah. No, I know.
Like I know what all my friends like parents do. I know like I know their deepest, darkest secrets. Like,
yeah.
What are y'all talking about? Women. That's what they're talking about.
The guys talk about 3 things, okay? Cars, women, and money. Maybe money if they're like financially literate. Which a lot of them are not. But yeah, those are the 3 subjects they talk about for the most part.
I saw
but really like good... women, we talk about everything. Like, girl, I love your nails. Where'd you get that done?
Toes. Like, that's what we're talking about.
That's literally what we talk about. And it's like the only time really we talk about men is like if you have a boyfriend. Like, you know what? Or a boyfriend or a husband and stuff like that. But like...
I don't know. I got some friends going through a feral phase, so it might be a little different.
Yeah.
But we're also in our early mid-20s. It might be a little different for your scene,
Yeah.
But I did see a guy make a really good TikTok, and he was like, he was literally saying there's a difference between guys' nights and girls' nights. He's like, when girls go out to like the bar, like they're genuinely excited to just like dance with their girlfriends.
Yes.
And like have a cute cocktail and take pictures.
Yeah.
Like guys.
That's mostly what girls go out for. It's like to take a cute picture and a cute dress.
Literally.
Like we literally want to just go to dinner, just get cute drinks, wear a cute dress, take cute pictures, and really go home. Yeah. But guys just want to go there and like look for girls. To be honest, they go like, what do 2-3 single guys go out at night for? Like literally, for what? To get, I'm gonna say it, bitches. That's what they go out for. Like, what do you think they do? Like, what do you think they do? They go out for what?
Literally just stare into each other's eyes and unpack their childhood trauma.
Hold each other's hand? No, they're going out.
And sing Hakuna Matata. But no, like I agree. I just think I like Mel, what his friends do. Like a big thing, like Mel's part of like basketball leagues. Like they go play basketball. Like that's something I find like
that's the thing. Like, men need to release in some way. They need to
release, and if they're not releasing at basketball or soccer, they're releasing it
elsewhere. Elsewhere.
No, literally. But you know what? I will say, like, I feel like Mel can't ever like do no crazy stuff because so many girls know him. You know?
Yeah.
They do. Like,
but
Mel will get recognized.
Sometimes girls be on it.
They do.
Sometimes they're like,
no, I cut the ops out. Like girls will literally message me like, I saw your man at blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I know he's there, but they're like, I saw your man at this restaurant. Just to let you know. I'm like, good looks, girl. Like she's looking out for me.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
I got ops in every city.
Right.
Okay. We got Kavari like, crew keeping an eye out.
Literally, like look him dead in the eye and be like, try doing something. Kavari crew will tell me. All right. Try.
No, literally. But yeah, I mean, what about bachelor parties?
Oh God, that's the worst.
Okay, but like, would you tell your man he can't go on a bachelor party? Bachelor trip?
Well, we haven't. we
Cross
haven't
that
reached
bridge.
that point in life yet. But I've only heard horror stories with bachelor parties.
You know, I really like how nowadays
I've never in my years of living on this planet Earth heard of a good story when it comes to bachelor parties. I've heard of good bachelorette parties. I've gone to bachelorette parties. They're hilarious. We have a cake in the shape of a schlong.
schlong. We have schlong cake. Schlong.
We have schlong stuff. And we just have fun. And then we go home. But no, bachelor parties, they take it to another level.
I think.
Do you think a man is gonna they don't even have cake at their bachelor parties?
Because they eating something else.
Oh God.
Okay, no, but like I really like that idea. I've been seeing it more like modernized. They do like bachelor and bachelorette parties. They'll do the same city but have different itineraries, and then they'll have some things together. I like that idea.
Yeah. I like that idea too. I don't know why. I just remembered of this TikTok I saw of this woman, and she literally was like, hey, your man, she's like, I want this to reach the right person. She's like, hey, your man is on a bachelor party. His name is this, and he did this last night. Like, she literally went off. And this poor woman is like, I don't understand the thing of bachelor and bachelorette parties, how it's like your last night being single. Well, technically, when you were dating her, you weren't single. So when were you single, my friend? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, what do you mean a bachelor, bachelorette? You were in a relationship. You were taken.
I know.
Like, I don't get it.
I feel like for girls, it's like so wholesome. It's like our last big sleepover together. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know how I see it? You know, when we were younger, when we would have sleepovers with our friends, it would just be like literally like us painting our nails, watching a movie, eating snacks, laughing. And then when guys had a sleepover, they go like steal a car. That's how I see it.
Look at a girl's bachelorette, okay? We have like themed nights. Like, you know, like there's an itinerary, like this night, like the bride in black and all her like party in like blue. Like we have like cute, like Sunset Paradise theme, something blue theme. And all the girls are like, that's what we do. What's the theme for men?
Bitches.
The theme is bitches.
Oh God.
Literally.
Oh God.
No, but like, I don't know. I feel like I'm very, because the Sag in me is like party, like.
Oh, I've heard of really bad things during bachelor parties.
But what, do we just
honest.
abolish them?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I haven't crossed that path in life. I hope the type of man that I marry, I mean, I'm not saying I hope. I wouldn't, like, honestly, guys, I've already talked to God. I was like, listen, God, if a man doesn't come forth with the qualities that I want in a partner, I'm not getting married. I'm like.
So you wouldn't want him to go on The Bachelor?
You know, I don't know. I would really have to trust him. But then again, like, why would I marry this guy if I don't really trust him? So
yeah,
I don't know.
But yeah, overall, I really think like if I was to get married now, I would definitely do like same city.
Yeah,
Bachelor
that sounds really good.
Because guys, at the end of the night, like even me, okay, like when I get a few margaritas in me, like I want to go home with my man.
I know, that's the thing.
Like I don't even want to get that drunk if I'm like not with my man to like.
I know.
Fornicate.
But don't you think? I personally think that like bachelor parties, if the guy acts up during a bachelor party, that marriage is doomed. Like, that's already how it's starting.
I know.
I've heard of really, really bad things.
I know.
During that stuff, and the marriage did not turn out well. I will say. Maybe that's the number. Like that's the test. No. I don't know. We haven't crossed that bridge.
You have
yet.
to hire a stripper for them that's like secretly a spy.
I'm
an international super spy. That should be our like side hustle.
Yeah. Well, what my sis said, strippers.
That will come on here and out your man if he acts up.
I actually saw this on IG, and it was a study that showed that the happiest people are single women and married men.
I think I saw that too.
It was like this whole like debate, and I'm like, I really think that is true.
Honestly, you guys, like I feel like a lot of married women are unhappy.
Because they take on both roles. A lot of women take on both roles, and that's what makes them unhappy. Because when a man gets married, he automatically like gets everything. He gets a home. He gets, you know,
He gets
the good parts of a woman.
He gets a chef, a nanny, a house cleaner, a prostitute.
They get everything.
They get everything.
Literally. And then the woman is like expected to do the housework and work as well.
Honestly, like, I don't want to say a lot of women like enable it, but it's like, you got it. Like, I think Shara 7 says something really well. She's like, just don't do it for a week. Be like, go get takeout.
Why is it okay that both the partners work, so the man and woman work all day? However, when the woman comes home, she's expected to clean, cook. If there's kids involved, usually take care of the kids. And after a long day, she's expected to, with her man. But then a man can work all day, come home, kick his feet back, chill. And like that's what I don't get about the dynamic. And I would like somebody to explain.
I mean, a lot of people are unhappy in that and they end up divorcing. That's like pretty.
Yeah, but why is that socially accepted? Like, why is that a thing? I don't understand.
I guess it's just traditional gender roles, but we're not looking at the fact that back then it wasn't like 50-50. Like women were expected to do that stuff, but now we have like the added layer of like wanting to work and provide. And in this economy, it's like you kind of need to.
Yeah, but
it's not right.
But see, that's not 50-50 then. That's the thing.
It's not. It's
like
not.
That's when I hear 50-50, I'm like 50-50 doesn't work because the woman is probably pulling in 80 and he's pulling in 20.
Yeah.
If you really technically think about like the home and the income, how much is each partner doing in the home and how much is each partner doing as far as income? It's not 50-50.
And that's just physical you're talking about. Add on top of that the mental burdens women carry on top.
And if they have kids, and if you have kids.
But like, think about it. Women, traditionally, we handle the mental burdens. We're the ones that have to remember the birthdays, the appointments. We're the ones that call customer service. We're the one that do this. And I'm going to be honest, I was guilty of that. Yeah. And I put my foot down. I'm not doing all that. Yeah. I'm not. I cook a lot less. I will say it. I clean a lot less.
Yeah.
Because why should I do all that? I'm pouring into so many other places.
Yeah. So I personally feel that to have a good dynamic as far as a relationship, somebody takes care of the internal of the home and somebody takes care of the external of the home.
Yeah.
And I think that when both people are trying, like in theory, 50-50 sounds great, but it will never, ever be 50-50 because women, naturally, we do more things, especially if you have kids. Especially.
How can we be 50-50 ever when we're the ones that birth the
children?
Carry
the children. Listen.
Do you think Mel has a C-section scar and stretch marks?
Listen, I will believe.
Birth trauma?
Right. I will believe in this whole 50-50 thing. If men can get pregnant 50% of the time, if men can give birth 50% of the time, and if men could have periods 50% of the time. Because as long as those things are not happening, I want somebody to sit me down. Listen, I'm all ears. I'm not over here saying I'm right. I'm saying prove me wrong. I want to see how it's 50-50. I'm really trying to see, especially women being expected to work as hard as men when we do go through so many fluctuations as far as hormonal. And we do, every single month we go through what we go through. It's just, I don't understand this whole 50-50 thing because it doesn't make sense to me. But hey, maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't know.
I agree with
you.
I
feel that a lot of times when men do take on roles in the household, it's never done the right way.
I also think that's just your own kind of misogynistic view because men are capable. Just like women learn to do laundry, like you learn to do laundry, remember? Like you're like, Mom, show me. Like it's just the difference is we don't expect men to learn.
Yeah, but a lot of men that do go to work don't come home and say, let me do the laundry.
No,
very
seldom.
Seldom.
I agree with you.
Because listen, I have a lot of women in relationships and all I hear is complaints.
I know.
All I hear is, that's what, listen, you guys, I'm not married, okay? So the things that I'm talking about right now is from hearing it. You gotta put your foot down. I swear.
Men, this is the thing. I've learned this by living with a man. Men are very analytical.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not like us women that are constantly thinking about other things. I'll be laying in bed and I'll be like, do we need to buy more milk? Do we have enough toilet paper? Did I sign Kayvon's permission slip? That's what women think about. Men's brains don't work like that. Men are very much again, they're analytical. This is this is point A and here's point B. Like they don't think of like all the other things.
Yeah.
Like unfortunately, like there has like one thing that really helped Mel and I in our relationship is like, I kind of feel like I would nag on him. I would be like, and he would be like, don't nag on me. But I'm like, but I need you to do something. And I feel like I have to keep telling you. Granted, we do have a million things that we're thinking about. What I do now that helps so much is doing a shared notes. You know, you can do that. You can do a collaborative note. So like we have a collaborative note and I'll put it on there. Like something I want him to get done, but I don't want to be like, did you do it? Did you do it? Go look at that. Like I'll put like, I don't know, like clean out this closet and I'll just be on the note. And I won't say anything until a check mark happens. Okay, I know it's done.
But does it get done in a good time?
It took some time. Like I've been married for 7 years.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
First few years, like I said, I feel like Mel and I have gone through a lot of changes in our relationship. But yeah. And I think also we got married young. I'm not making excuses, but it's like we did get married young. And I feel like a man, like it takes some time for them to grow into being a man. I'm not making excuses. I just feel like that's the fact. Like that's why we look at like our dad's age and like they kind of have it more together.
I don't know.
Like
I just
men,
feel
again, they're
like
7 years younger than what they are. You marry a 30-year-old, he's 23.
Yeah.
You marry a 40-year-old, he's 33.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I feel like a lot of the complaints I do hear from women is like, I'm just tired. This is like anytime, like I'm not saying like marriage is bad. Like there's beautiful marriages. I know a lot of great marriages, but like a lot of the times when I see a household where both of the partners work, the woman is literally like dead. Like she's just like, I'm like, you know, because I'm taking on the burden of work and also the house and also if there is kids involved, mostly the kids. So that's what I've seen and heard. And I'm just like, how is that fair?
I know.
A lot of women, when I do say, like, why doesn't he take on some of the roles in the house? She's like, it's either doesn't get done good or it's like half done.
That's weaponized
like
incompetence, y'all.
Maybe. I don't know. I never.
And you know, when those men get the divorce papers, they'll be like, where did I go wrong?
That's the thing with men that I notice. They don't see what they're doing wrong until you like either break up or there's a divorce. Then they're like,
they'll be like completely blindsided. They're like, wait, what? And they'll be like, and then y'all, they're this dense. They'll be like, she divorced me because I left dishes in the sink.
I know, but there were like a million things that led. Oh my gosh, this came up. This blew up on TikTok. It was a scene from The Breakup. Have you seen the movie with Jennifer Aniston?
I think every woman can watch that. Like I felt that to my core.
I'm not even like in her position and I even felt it.
I felt the female rage.
Because like to the guy, he just didn't understand because he's like, we're fighting about dishes right now. But she's like, I've been unhappy for like 8 months. And it's just like the dishes is like the final straw. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, don't let men's weaponized incompetence gaslight you. Don't say to yourself, well, he's a man. He's just not good at it. He doesn't know how. Either he gets with the program or you're out the door. Then he doesn't deserve you. You got to give him an ultimatum.
Sometimes I don't think it's weaponized incompetence. I think it's just incompetence.
I think it's weaponized.
You think so?
I think they have a human brain.
Really just like,
I think they're just making excuses like, well, you're better at it, so you do it. No, or they purposely do a bad job.
They just need to be taught, I think, a lot of times.
And honestly, I blame the mom sometimes. I'm saying it.
And you know
my boys are being raised. They're going to know how to, it's not like, Arya, you're a girl, so you do the laundry. And Kayvon, because you're a boy, you go do, like, no.
I feel that every human being should learn to take care of themselves. You know? But I think, like you said, a lot of men do get married because they want a maid, a chef, a house cleaner, like all of these things, which that's totally fine if that's his wants and needs out of the partner. But then don't expect for her to bring in income just as much as you, but then also take on those roles and also have babies for you. Like, it's just like, how much do you want out of this person? And then when the woman gets tired and she can't like do anymore, then it's upset. Then it's like, oh, she's not the same as she was. Oh, she's not this.
And then they don't give you any time to look good. And then they're like, my wife lost it, bro.
No, she just doesn't have time to get it.
When does she have the time? How about you watch the baby for an hour so she can go work out? I'm not talking about my situation. Again, I hate, like, I'm going to talk like this and people are going to be like,
this is just general.
No, this is generally speaking. This is what I see across the board. And I feel like the reason why I'm able to do what I'm able to do is because Mel and I, like, know our roles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we know, like, we don't listen to gender roles. It's like,
it really, like,
this
breaks
is what
my
I
heart.
do. This is what you do. And this is what gets done at the end of the day. Like I'm not expected to do certain things because I do other things.
Just really sucks for men that they like pull up social media pages, Instagram, and see like girls looking a certain way and then comparing it to their woman. But it's like your woman doesn't have the time. Like the person that you're looking at online has the finances and the time to look like that.
I just think men are really delusional. And I think it also comes from like our mom's generation, unfortunately, was doing that. They were the main caregivers in the home, the main like cooks and the main cleaners and all that. And they were bringing in income.
Yeah. But our fathers were not like, didn't hold our mom up to a standard of looking like the girls that you see on IG, which is really tough because like a lot of the girls that you do see on IG, like,
it's like their full-time job.
That's they're pouring in a lot of time and money to look like that.
I don't think
you know what I'm saying?
Don't understand that.
And men do, I've heard it from a man's like not in my situation, but that was one of the complaints with one of my friends that I have, and she's like, "Girl, I don't got the time."
Yeah.
She's like, I'm so busy working and I come home and I'm so busy taking care of the home that I could barely get a workout maybe once or twice a week, barely.
I know.
I don't have the time to eat well. I don't have the, and I'm like, girl, I feel for you. And her man was, she's like, I'm so tired by the end of the night. I can't even sleep with him.
Yeah.
And now it's like really, and I was just like, girl, like I feel for you. And then that's his complaint because he has the little phone in his hand all day and looks at these women. And I'm like, girl, I really feel for you.
No, I feel that. I just think it's like so, like the standards for women, like why are dad bods seen as like so hot? When they're not even the one carrying the baby, but then we look at mom bods and we're like, ew. Like,
no, like this is what I don't understand. And one thing that men have is audacity. That's one thing that I've seen. Because listen, they will look at a woman that literally just had a baby. Okay, like I'm talking extremes here. Literally just had a baby and can have the audacity to speak anything while they didn't have a baby. They have the time and they're packing on love handles. Like, I'm sorry, babe. You really don't.
And balding.
So once I was out at this club and I was with my boyfriend at the time and he worked with like a lot of guys and stuff. And this was the guy that made this comment. Like I didn't know him too well. It was my first time like ever seeing him. But we were just all out and I was with my boyfriend. My boyfriend, very sweet guy. My boyfriend didn't even know him. He was just like in our area, like in our section of the club. Yeah. And then I'm telling you, listen, I don't talk about people's appearance, but like the way this man talking, you would think that he was a GQ model. This man like was not in the best shape. You know, he was really not in the best shape. And he was commenting on every woman's body. It was disturbing.
Ew.
And I'm like, that's probably not all men, but that's the commentary of like, and I didn't want to say anything because I mean, I was just there with my man at the time. But I'm just like, how do you have the nerve?
Audacity.
Why don't you go look in the mirror and take care of yourself and comment on your own body before commenting on other women's? And it was like, we had our own section. So the way this man was like, oh, no, she not getting in. Oh, no. I was just like sitting there. I was like, I literally, if you saw me that night, I was just like,
I would have gouged his eyes out with a fork.
I wanted to say some stuff, but I didn't say stuff. And I wish I did. But like, no, I'm telling you, one thing that men have is audacity because they will be over here not in the best shape and they want a 10 out of 10 girl. Like, come on, babe. But if a girl does that, if a girl is like, I want a guy that's this and that, oh, she's painted as evil.
I know, it's really crazy how they get their feelings hurt. Like, they have a laundry list of everything a woman has to have. But the second we're like, okay.
We want a man that's financially stable. We want a man that's like over 5'11". Hell breaks loose. Meanwhile, they're over here like, I want a woman with a big fat and an itty bitty waist. I want her to have all these degrees, work hard, cook for me, have my babies.
She got to be a freak, but a virgin
at the same time, have a body count of maybe 2, and but a freak.
Y'all, let me just tell you, there's somebody for everybody. Okay, you do not need to like lower your standards for a man or whatever. There is a man out there for you that will check all your boxes. You know what I mean?
And ladies, listen. Don't be scared to make boxes and check them off. Like, I feel like as ladies, you feel like you can't like want this and that out of a man. No, you can, because listen, men are ruthless. But like girls, it's almost like
you're a witch if you don't want to accept a man.
They're afraid to have a checklist. They're afraid to want this and that. And I'm here to tell you, want this and that.
Want this and that, girl. The world is your oyster.
Yes.
In life. Forget the men.
Huh?
Like in life. Like the world is your oyster. You know, women couldn't even have their own bank account until 1974.
I couldn't imagine not having my own bank account. Like I couldn't, like I would literally freak out. I'm telling you, ladies, like, I'm all for provider men. Do as you wish, but have your own.
Have your
own bank account. Because listen, if you don't have your own, you're going to be trapped. You're going to be trapped. And a lot of times you see women that don't have their own be put into these terrible, terrible situations because they can't get out.
Yeah.
They can't get out because where are you going to go? Have your own. I'm telling you, have your own and get you a provider man. That's what I stand for. That's what I stand. Listen, you guys can do as you wish. I'm all for all types of relationships. If you're happy, I am happy for you. But I just think that that's the best way to go.
Sister, I think we have to wrap it up because we're actually headed to Daisy's launch party tonight.
Yes, tonight.
I need to like fix my face. Yeah, it's all black and she told me she's in red. We have to like do her hair and makeup.
Guys, by the way, I love Daisy. We've known Daisy. I think she was like one of the first people that I met.
Yeah.
One of the first.
I know, that was so long ago. We were talking about that because I was just on her podcast.
Yeah,
Daisy
I watched that.
She has good balance.
A balance,
She's very balanced.
Yeah.
She's a Libra.
Is this that one of those?
I've been dead. But yeah, guys, that is it for this episode.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, huge shout out to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. Again, you guys can click the link down below and use our code SISSAID for 55% off. Over half off. Now that's a code. Like sometimes you get like 8% code. Like, no, y'all, this is 55%. Literally the price of your latte. Skip the latte and get you a fragrance that's gonna last you
smell good
for a minute. Yes. Like, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for our next one.
Yes. Bye, guys.